Strangest booking request you ever received, whether you ended up doing it or not.
Strangest booking request. I'm sure if it was a strange booking request, my team probably nipped that in the bud before it came to me. That's probably why I don't have one that I can remember, because they will get it out of here immediately.
Wildest tour story.
Wildest tour story.
So far.
There's been some crazy ones.
I can't imagine what's going through your head right now.
You know what? I think one of the craziest things, actually, that ever happened on a tour, touring with Chris Brown. We were doing a show, and on the tour, T-Pain was also on the tour. And so me and the other singer, we were sitting there singing, and all of a sudden, T-Pain like pulls up, a stool between us, and he's got like, big glass of Patron, and someone's giving him a mic. And so, Chris is like out front and singing and performing. And so he can't see where we are, but he's just hearing like all this, these crazy notes, like all these notes that are like, and because basically Payne was just singing anything. He was singing whatever he felt like singing. So this went on for like maybe like 3 songs. And then finally, Chris comes to the back. He's like, yo, what is going on? And he sees T-Pain, and he just starts dying laughing. So that was one of the craziest moments, because it was T-Pain. You can't say, no, don't sing with us. But also, I knew like, he had to be up there thinking to himself, what are they doing back there? But so that was one of my craziest tour moments, was singing backgrounds with a third member in the moment, T-Pain, yeah.
Do you remember the name of this tour or the location of that particular night?
I don't remember the location of that night, but I believe it was f.a.m.e. tour.
All right. Now, I don't know if what you just said answers this next question or not, or if you have a different answer for it altogether, but we'll still formally ask anyways. But craziest thing that's happened backstage?
Craziest thing that's happened backstage. I was backstage. I've been backstage when like, certain artists come and they like need everybody to clear backstage. Like, like say for instance, what's the one? A big one is Summer Jam. Summer Jam is like, sometimes when you have like gigs like that where it's all the artists together, it's just a bunch of egos that happen. So it's interesting that like you can be with another artist and you're one of the artists, but they're like, oh no, everybody's got to clear the halls. They can't look at these people or this person or that person. So those are always interesting backstage things to have happen. Yeah.
Do you have a Janky Promoter story?
Oof, Janky Promoter story.
This could be when you were on the come up.
Let me think. A Janky Promoter.
Or maybe with a notable artist and it was just one of those Janky Promoter dates.
I had a gig one time, and they were supposed to cover the back line. And I came to the gig, and it was like 2 speakers like this big, and a mixing board like this big, and 1 mic. And I came there with like 4-piece band, 3 background singers, me. So yeah, that was one crazy show. And I keep that picture in my phone to remind myself of humble beginnings.
And, with your years of touring, how early was that?
It wasn't early enough. He should have known better. He definitely should have known better. He should have known that we were coming and that it was going to be packed, especially because it was in New York. It was in my home city. So, you know, I've done 100 shows in New York and they're always packed. So, you know, I don't know what he thought, but yeah.
Care to share the name of the venue?
I can't even remember the name of the venue, but it was in Harlem. And I had to call some friends to see if they had speakers, and I had to ask someone else if I could use their microphone and if they could stay the rest of the night so I could use their microphone. It was crazy.